Okay, here's an update on PPP version 2.0. These are some slides as of 1/21/21. Just a quick overview. Some data on applications. Small Business Administration received 60,000 applications for about $5 billion. Wells Fargo submitted 1.67 billion. Bank of America about 2.5 billion. Keep in mind there's 284.5 billion available. So at this point, there is not a huge funding request as compared to the prior ones. Some of the reasons are the requirements. You have to support that you do need the funds, but there's definitely not a funding demand as previously. The complexity. It's an overview. 300 pages regarding paychecks, 24 interim rules, 77 FAQs, which is over 25 pages, 500 pages in the Act, and 200 pages of new IFRs have been issued. So there is a lot of complexity with the rules and how to apply everything, not only just PPP, but employee retention credit in particular. Again, the reason why there's not a huge run on the funds this time, it's more restrictive. It's intended to be for small businesses. There's a self-assessment needed. Do you actually, can you support that you need the funds? These are just some of the rules that have come out recently. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. It continues onward. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A number of these came out the day before. Some of the folks left at SBA because new administration. Some are not retained. So they issued several rules one day before the 20th. So those just came out, as you can see, just a couple days ago. Some of the requirements, again, this goes regarding the first draw before receiving a second draw. Here's one of the key points about this. This does not mean that you need to have 100% forgiveness of your loan is required. It does not mean that application for forgiveness has been submitted. However, some lenders, and we've seen some of the lenders, are setting their own policies and require forgiveness applications for the first draw before accepting applications for the second draw. Again, that is the bank policy. That is not the SBA rule. If you are running into that issue, some of the lenders that we are working with do not require the first draw be applied for or forgiven because they're following the SBA rules. However, all first draw must be spent on eligible expenses. This went sideways. The issue that's really going on here, service levels. The tax filing dates have already been moved back to February 12th for personals. At this point, we believe corporates are still on track, but that flows into your personal return. There's a funding issue with the IRS. Things are being worked on penalty abatement. There are many conversations going on from the CPA side with the IRS on penalty abatements. And so we're being kept abreast on status, but that's been ongoing for several months now. They've announced it, but they really aren't following through on it as we would all hope for. Some of the changes expected: increased corporate tax rate, corporate minimum tax changes, tax penalty for companies who ship jobs overseas, tax increases on upper income, SALT limitation, sales tax for your property taxes, retirement enhancements, lower individual credits, and they're going to be addressing the Irish funding shortfalls. IRS did announce last year to the ICPA that they're going to do more audits. To do more audits, they're going for money for their budget because they need to bring on more qualified staff to handle more complex audits because they've been auditing too many of the easy ones over the past several years because of budget shortfalls. So anyway, that's a quick overview of what's going on. There's really no pressure that anyone's bringing to light about they're going to run out of money shortly on this $284.5 billion. It is running a little bit more smoother than the prior ones. Definitely not as hectic on the lender side as to what needs to happen. So again, if you have any issues with your bank, let us know. I think we can help. Thanks a lot. Bye.